In this Algebra 1 video, we're going to be talking about how to read and write exponents and how to work with something what we would call a power. So in mathematics, we use exponents to represent a number multiplied by itself as many times as we would like. So for example, the basic format of an exponent would be your number, we're going to call this x, and then your power right up here. So this is, let's write this down, your number. And in the very top right corner of your number, you're going to have your power. So if you want to basically say or read this, this would be written as x, which would be our number, our variable x, to the nth power. And this can essentially represent x times itself, however many times n is written right here. So if n was written to the second, it would be x times x. If n was written to the fifth, it would be x times x times x times x times x. And of course, n can be any number, and it can be extended as long as we need it to be. So let's take a look at another example. 5 to the first power. This would be written as 5 to the first. And this simply just means 5 times itself one time. Or not times itself one time, but simply just 5, and we're not multiplying it by any specific number. So really all this is just simply 5, because we're not multiplying it by any other amount of times. So then furthermore, 5 to the second power would be 5 to the second. And this would be what we would write 5 times 5. And we know 5 times 5 is going to be equal to 25. Let's take a look at another number. Let's write out 4 to the fourth. 4 to the fourth power. Just like this would be 4 to the fourth. And this would represent 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. And let's work with this right here. 4 times 4 is 16. Again, 4 times 4 is 16. Then when you multiply these two together, 16 times 16 is going to be equal to 256. So now let's take a look at when we would actually need to use an exponent in a real situation. Let's say we have an example. We'll write out x to the third. This is our mysterious number, our variable, and we are raising it to the third power. Now let's say we want to solve x to the third when x is equal to 2. So let's first of all go ahead and write out what we're going to be doing here. Since x is raised to the third power, we're going to be multiplying x times x times x. And now we can go ahead and we can plug in x for our variable. And this would be 2 times 2 times 2, which is also equal to, if we wrote out 2 to the third power. So what is 2 times 2 times 2? Well, 2 times 2, let's write this out one more time. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and then when you multiply it by 2 once again, you get 8.